So, number 3, we accept what is done is done. Now, people make mistakes, sometimes really serious ones. As often as not, the mistakes aren't deliberate or personal, and sometimes people just don't know what they're doing. This means that if in the past people have behaved badly towards you, it wasn't necessarily because they meant to be horrid, but because they were as naive, as foolish, as human as the rest of us. They've made mistakes in the way they brought you up or finished a relationship with you or whatever, not because they wanted to do it that way, but because they just didn't know any different. And if you want to, you can let go of any feelings of resentment, of regret, of anger. You can accept that you are a fabulous human because of all the bad things that have happened to you, not in spite of them. It's made you who you are. What is done is done, and you need to just get on with it. Like, let things go. Don't use the labels good or bad. Yes, I know some of it's indeed really, really bad, but it's just how we let situations affect us. And that is the real bad, really, here. You could let all these things go, fizzle away internally like some emotional acid making you ill. You know, it's exactly that. You let that acid, just fizzle away inside of you when you could just really just let it go. It's an energy that you just don't need around you, and especially not inside of you. And it will make you ill, and it will make you resentful and stuck. And, the only thing you can do to get rid of them is letting it go. Embrace them as like a character forming, if you like. And in general, embrace them as positive rather than negative. The situations where something bad happens and you're just like, oh my God, what am I going to do about this? But the more you sort of think about it, if you just sort of turn it into a positive by saying, do you know what? It's just something life has thrown at me and I'm going to throw it right back and learn from it. That's it. That's all you need to do. And it's just one of those things. I get a lot of people messaging me, asking me like, what do you do in this situation? What do you do in that situation? Whatever situation it is, you just got to let it go. Just accept what is done and just leave it. And for me, I've done this in many situations, and it's because I wanted more out of life. I wanted to embrace all the bad things as being an important part of me and to move on. In fact, I wanted them to fuel me into my future, to become more positive to such an extent that I couldn't imagine being without them. Now, if given the choice, I really wouldn't change a thing. Yeah, looking back, it was tough, and living the life I did, it's helped me. And, it's always those words that ring in my mind, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And that's exactly what I do. I just literally take it, whether it's negative or positive, and just turn it into a positive and just let go of it. I think the change occurred with me is when, it was quite earlier on. I think it was in my late teens. You go through that stage of where you're learning this and you're learning that, and location wise I'd moved home and all the rest of it. But anything that had happened in a negative light, I just wanted to prove to myself and to prove to people around me that I was going to make the best of this time that I had. And I'm glad that it happened earlier on rather than later on, because, some people have these revelations when they hit, 30s or 40s, but I had it literally, I think it was about 17, 18, where I wanted to prove to myself and the world that I was going to be the best that I can be and, give out this real positive energy that would help me and, help me grow people around me. And that's it. That there was no going back and only forwards, and I make it a motto for life. Just keep moving forwards. Honestly, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.